No, it has not surprised us because we've seen that coming for a while now, because those things don't change overnight. But the fact that we now have a split workforce along what we call the new ABC of talent is quite a milestone, I would say. Well, first of all, the A stands for ambition. If you ask people, are you ambitious? Actually, only 50% says yes. B stands for balance. If you ask people, what's more important, pay or balance? 50% says pay, 50% says balance. C stands for connection. And here's this bit of better news, I would say. Connecting with the company, 70% yes, I feel connected to the company and the leadership and the views of the leadership. Actually, still 50% of people is hiding things about themselves when it comes to personal connections with colleagues from the workplace. So a split workforce.
What has driven this desire for balance and belonging, and what has sucked the ambition out of half of the room?
Well, that's a very good question. I think, you know, in areas where there's less ambition, life tends to be better, a little bit slower, people are happier. For instance, here in Northwestern Europe is the area where the ambition is lowest. If you look in India, Latin America, other parts of Asia, you know, the emerging markets, and when you go there, I mean, you're from Australia, you know, people say, well, this is our turn, we're going to go for it. Ambition is a lot higher.
I think a lot of us just say, I want to go to the beach.
That might be in Australia, but in India, that's definitely not the case. Absolutely.
I think it's very interesting if we take a look at the demographics and who is saying that they're not that interested in climbing the corporate ladder. Because, and I'm just guessing here, if you're a Gen Z, you're still young, you don't have the financial burdens of kids and a mortgage, probably not, right? So you probably say, oh, well, it doesn't interest me then in having a pay rise and climbing up the ladder. If you're a Gen X like myself, hopefully you've already climbed the corporate ladder and so you don't have so much ambition anymore. So who's saying they don't have the ambition?
I think it's pretty much across the board. It's definitely something with Gen Z where they say, well, I'm living my life in the round. That's my family, that's my work, that's my friends, that's other things that I care about. So Gen Z is looking for much more balance than the previous generations. And then you see some of those dynamics with folks who are more senior in the workplace, and they are an increasing group, I would say. Let's say, you know, I'm good with my job, and as long as I'm employed and I have fun in work, I'll keep going.
We certainly don't hear the words great resignation anymore. Do you feel that because the macroeconomic conditions are harsher now, that people are more desiring to stay in their jobs, to cling to their jobs?
Yes, absolutely. 45% of our employees that we researched is concerned about the future of their job. Last year that was 35%. So there's more anxiety in the workplace now. And of course AI and technology is playing a role there as well.
Do you think that AI is playing a stronger force now in people wanting to cling on to their jobs?
Well, there's a lot of buzz around AI. But I think AI will take longer to be adopted in the workplace, and AI will primarily assist people in doing their jobs. So I don't think AI will massively replace people, and where AI will replace people, you know, we will need to make sure we get reskilling. We put them into other careers. But definitely there's anxiety, but there's also the willingness to learn. If you ask employees, what do you want to learn? 70% says technology skills, including AI. A good number 2, and this is interesting, is mental health and well-being. And this is about the anxiety and how do I navigate the world of work and my broader life.
Do you feel that employers are planning to recruit less, though, over coming years because they're thinking, oh, well, once I've implemented successfully AI into my organisation, I can perhaps cut human capital out?
No, so employers are today hiring less than last year. So that's a function of the economy. Employers will hire where they see fit, where they see growth, and there they will need skills. Will the type of skills that they hire change over time? Yes, because 40% of jobs will be affected one way or another by AI.